his wisdom in the rhythm, like it's okay that the time keeps flowing by. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me with the beauty of the light I've seen 1,000 times before. Undo me with the tiniest of fingers at the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Well, you used to dial a number and anyone might answer when you call. And now you call somebody and their body might be anywhere at all. Yeah, everything keeps changing with the seasons. The waves become the tide. I'm just trying to keep my head above the water. I don't want to miss the ride. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me with the beauty of the light I've seen 1,000 times before. Undo me with the tiniest of flickers at the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. She said something, but I didn't really hear her. I was looking at my phone. So she said again, sometimes when we're together, I feel like I'm alone. I said, love, I'll be right with you. I just gotta do one thing. She took my face in both her gentle hands and whispered, you've been saying that since spring. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me till the shell falls from my soul and I feel like myself once more. Undo me with the tiniest of flickers at the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Let's take a little time. So I moved in the middle of the pandemic from a little tiny cabin to a slightly larger house. I moved my father-in-law in with us because he was in declining health. I don't know if you've ever moved in the middle of the winter, but I'd lived in this house for about 4 months before it changed. Everything changed, right? Because the woman who lived there before us was an avid gardener. And it was my house, but suddenly it looked completely different. And that was about a year into the pandemic, the first time I thought it was ending. And I found that what I saw outside the window was roughly what was going on in my heart. When we moved here in the winter, everything was dry and brown. Never saw the place in summer, no idea what's in the ground. Barren dogwood in the front yard, I wasn't sure if it was gone. Then about the 1st of April, I saw what was going on. Coming alive again. Coming alive. Coming alive. if I really loved somebody, I used to say that we were close. It's kind of strange to show compassion through this distance that we chose. But we hid out in our houses till the medicine arrived. Now the buds have turned to blossom. Step into the other side. Coming alive again. Coming alive. Coming alive again. Coming alive. It's been a long and lonely winter. It's been a long and lonely year. It's gonna take a while to understand, but some things are coming clear. In the distant days of childhood, there was a story that I heard about how dying is part of living, but it's not the final word. So the leaves that fell in autumn turn to flowers in the spring, and the sorrow of our losses turns to songs that we can sing. Coming alive again. Coming alive. Coming alive again. Coming alive. Coming alive again. Coming alive. It was a sight to behold, this conversation, and I was sitting in a chair beside the fire watching all this when suddenly the muse descended and she touched me on the forehead and offered me a song. And actually she just gave me the chorus. That was the tricky bit. It was a song about stupid things that couples argue about. I'm sure none of you can relate to this, but I'm going to tell you about it. And the thing is, I couldn't relate either. I actually do have a master's degree in peace studies, that's true, from the University of Queensland in Brisbane, Australia. And what that means, of course, is that there is no conflict in my marriage. Right, so I didn't have the material, and I wasn't sure how to approach this, so I did what anybody would do in the same situation. I went to my computer and I got on Facebook and I said, y'all, I'm writing a song about stupid things that couples argue about. What do you got for me? And if my wife were here, she would tell you that I am somewhat prone to exaggeration and stories can grow over time, but I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that over 400 people offered suggestions on that post. So I kind of think it's important to tell you that before I sing the song, because I don't want you to worry about me and Deanna. We're doing okay. It's all right. It's not about us. It's apparently about all of you. Seems like we're driving each other crazy. She can't relax and she says I'm lazy. Every little thing I do or say, but she seems to think she got a better way. All frustrated and up all night, cause there's two ways to do it, but one is right. Hands on her hips with the usual scowl, looking at the way I folded that towel. And sometimes I think I might end up dead, cause I didn't put the twisty thing back in the bread. Yeah, Sure, I'll take the trash out in just a minute, but if you push it down a little, you can get more in it. And the way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Thought it might help with the situation, get away together for a little vacation. So we cleared the time, but we didn't get far, cause first we had to pack the car. We survived that part without going insane, and then she drove away slow in the fast lane. And the way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Alright, y'all have a part. Here's how it goes. The way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Now there's which way the forks go up or down, and which way the toilet paper spins around. And when you put your headlights dim or bright, when you slow down for the traffic light. How dark to go when you toast the bread, and how many pillows do you need on one bed? Whose turn it is to let out the cat? Are you really gonna put ketchup on that? Which way to vote in the next election, and when we're gonna stop and ask for direction? And I don't want to start a whole bunch of drama, but don't get me going on the Oxford comma, cause the way it's done is the way I do it, the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. I left y'all out of that. We're gonna take that chorus again. Here we go. Now the way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. This is the tender Elvis verse. Well, I love you, baby, and I hate to fight, and I don't mean to sound like I'm always right. I mean, there's plenty of things still left to discover, and there's lots of stuff we can learn from each other. So go on and show me how your way is better. I'll just come back and fix it later. Cause the way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it the way it's done. Alright, last chance, here we go. Now the way it's done is the way I do it, and the way I do it is the way it's done. You can do it your way all day long, if you don't mind doing it wrong. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you.